They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll run. This is Allen. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. They come up in an offset eye. On 3rd down. That's Allen. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. They'll run for it. This is Allen.
Are you serious, yo?
To the 3-yard line. The run is
what the fuck, yo?
4th and goal from the 2. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be...
Damn, yo, I had his bitch ass, yo.
5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying
that
some
shit
time
hurt
and
it, yo.
to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
Look at this nigga about to take off. Pop, bitch ass.
Able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Mahomes now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And down he'll go at the 25. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City 1st.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Yeah,
Here's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down
niggas
there.
told me you had like 23 kills on Fortnite the other day.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one.
The mid
pack. We're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run.
They said it was on the mid pack, yo.
That additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. It'll be a loss of a yard.
Not that
and
shit.
That's
You
going
be
to bring up a
smoking.
4th down. They do go for it. It's Mahomes.
Yo, somebody grab his bitch ass, yo. What the fuck, yo? Y'all let this bitch ass nigga run. He getting hurt before the end of the game, man. We gonna try to hurt his ass. Injured player.
You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy at his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion.
We know you like running to the right side. I mean the left side.
Big way. I think doubling him
so I'm gonna
has
move
to
the
be a
line
priority
over there.
because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And there's a sack. Sacks 5th. You heard me.
Goes down. Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
We got him. That was a nice ass. What? Suggs, boy, that motherfucker is a beast.
Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team.
We taking this back.
They're right there and gets the good defensive position, able to affect
what the fuck? I was supposed to catch that bitch.
Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap.
We getting this time.
To the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able
Get the fuck off me. Ran this dumb ass straight the fuck over.
Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow him to get into the end zone.
He got popped like niggas rocked his ass.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hell no, this 2-minute shit hella fast.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That was some straight bullshit.
That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, some news that gave us a chuckle, and we could all use that around the holiday season. Josh Johnson, a great story. He was back home in Oakland when the Redskins called to see if he'd like to join him for the remainder of the season. So how did he get to know his new teammates? Well, what did he do? He turned to the Madden game, Charles.
Yeah, and that's how you learn who they are, right? Learn what they do.
Whoa!
It's intercepted.
What the fuck, yo?
And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
This nigga, yo, this nigga,
that football into a tight spot.
Monster,
and if you're a little early or a little late,
hey, yo, you not ready to beat me like this, yo.
This one's going the other way.
Yo, trying to launch that bitch. He was trying to launch that bitch. Yo, Petty is shit. And he was wide open, too. If he'd have got that bitch off, boy, I'd have been mad as a whore.
They'll hand it off now, Williams.
Sit the fuck
He'll
down.
get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Buying time to his left. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Tony Jefferson able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game.
Bring the game
what were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it. Because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right.
Run that bitch.
Of course, a lot of questions on this one. And look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
4th and long.
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Second and 10. Flacco once more. And his throw here is incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Third down, Flacco from the gun. He uncorks it for Snead. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Get the fuck out of
By the
here.
free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, these offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down.
Get the fuck out the way, you stupid bitch!
That's good for a Raven first down. 15 yards there.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He'll buy some time right. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Flacco to throw again on second down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Flacco gives to Allen. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Flacco to throw here on third down. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Michael Crabtree, 28 yards. And the Ravens are in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
I told you, Flacco ready to work, show.
This one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right.
Woo! He was wide ass open. If they don't catch his ass. That nigga fast as a bitch. He was gone. Okay. I ain't see that play happen.
Well, he's used to running at that distance. Here he had to catch it too before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They had seized the lead there for a little bit.
Man, you smell good as shit. I can smell you in here.
A moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they
have not type perfume is that?
So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
The Chiefs are going to get him. D. Ford in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. Got right to the center.
Meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On third down, that's Allen. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They do snap it. Flacco now.
Come on!
Eric Murray that time.
What the fuck?
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Mahomes now on first down. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took that run.
Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Don't try hit Hill like I wasn't knowing that.
Take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And the kick by Butker is good. The lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line.
That's all I need. All right, well, let's go get this.
And I've talked with enough players now.
Got a minute and 18 seconds to get this touchdown.
That no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Flacco, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. D. Ford in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He's got a man. It's Williams. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
When the big guy rumbles down the center of the field and he gains leverage on a guy trying to cover him, it is really, really tough for the defender to get through him to make a play on the football. That's why guys love to throw the...
No!
Time. It's the sack master, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. Well, we said after the turnover...
What the fuck?
19 points the other way, but I guess they weren't listening to the broadcast because they did not cash in for any good job to step up defensively.
We get that a lot, don't we? Where we hear a lot of people say they just don't listen to the broadcast. They feel like it works out better for them. It certainly did for this defense, didn't it? They didn't listen. They responded and shut them down.
Sam!
Woo! And that should be the play of this 3rd quarter. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here.
You're not getting that beat. You're not getting that beat. Shut up.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other. And look at this.
Yes! Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I think that interception happens.
Let's go, baby.
Outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Allen Bailey.
He about to be losing.
2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Nigga, you lost. What was the score when you lost?
In this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive
line
flat out cannot handle this pass rush.
What was the score when you lost, bruh? That's what the fuck I'm hype about. You lose every time you play me.
And incomplete there. A nice
Monster, you know that was some bullshit, right?
Brings up 3rd down.
That was some straight bullshit. That should have been a fumble or something, you feel me? They try to keep me back this bitch.
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now it's Flacco.
Let's go!
Incomplete. The attack made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Oh my God, yo, that was some phony ass shit, yo.
Those guys are sitting back and they're not playing receivers.
You know I hit that shit on the target. Flacco hit that shit on the target, yo.
As his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Taken at the 37. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that?
This nigga Wallace want to see my plays. That's the fuck he trying to do.
I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
Hell, man, because you don't know how I'm switching them up.
Don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Yo, just trying to see my plays. That's all it is.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle.
This bitch
he couldn't
ass.
quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing.
Monster want that dub, yo. He want that dub.
Winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City 1st down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing.
Oh, no, he lost the
Woo! Yeah! Yeah, yeah! Nigga, the mother, no, no. This is not mine. This is not mine. Yeah, yeah!
This thing's pretty well done.
We popping shit over here. That's how we hit Wallace dumbass up, shorty.
And that's exactly what they did.
Yo, seen him. Yo, seen him. Yo, seen him. It's like, yo, fuck that.
Open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find
You
his
said
outlet, man,
that.
because of the coverage. It was way too
No
tight.
quit on me now, yo.
Anyone open.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Incomplete on 1st down. Now Flacco on 2nd. And his pass is intercepted.
Are you serious?
Picked by Kendall Fuller. Crabtree, the intended receiver.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him.
Hey, Wallace, you can't even talk, bro. You can't even talk, bro.
I give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
on third down, here's Williams. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Well, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And now here come the Ravens. Now Flacco and the Raven offense come up 1st and 10 at their own 11. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Chris Moore was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
He'll get it up the middle, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The veteran Eric Weddle there to break that one up.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage. Especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And Butker able to put this one through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Pressure mounting. Flacco. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here.
But you can't get a win, though. But you can't get a win.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Flacco. It's a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Setting to throw, Flacco. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it, and it take it away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Now here's Mahomes, flush to his right. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Mahomes going to throw it here. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught by Watkins for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 51 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
There we go. Green, 90.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 38, but they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes
yeah, Monster, you got that, yeah.
Predicted to finish talking about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match.
They only had 1 touchdown.
He ain't played the game, so he don't know, y'all.
That nigga's garbage. How you get 1 touchdown out of 4 plays?
Your grandmother garbage, a bit.
Man, I'm gonna let you tell a bit.
bet you won't beat me.
Hey,
I bet you won't beat me.
Shut up, you just lost.
I bet you won't beat me.
Join the muscle.
What you call
Join that monster. Faggot ass.
I got that ass dirty. 22 to 7?
Yeah.
How you get one touchdown out of 4 quarters?
I'm looking at a screenshot that say 45 to 18.
That nigga right there is garbage.
Screenshot that say 45 to 18.
That nigga's garbage. 22 to 7? So you don't tell me you only get one touchdown out of 4 quarters? Oh my goodness. Hold up. Hell yeah. My fault. Nigga, that nigga just got dirty. 22 to 7. How you get one touchdown out of the whole game? Out of 4 quarters? How you get